First thing you do in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is break the villa. Why did you want to do that first off?
You have to bring that into the narrative context, right? At the end of Assassin's Creed 2, Ezio goes head-to-head with the Borgia, the Pope. And, well, I don't want to spoil for those who are still playing in AC2, but basically you come back to the villa, and it happens right after AC2, and the Borgia basically are doing a counterattack. And it's also the setup to why he needs to go to Rome. And they have a narrative reason for why he needs to go to Rome.
People spend a lot of time building their villa in the second game. Can you tell us a little bit about what you get to build and what you get to do in Rome?
There's and that's really cool because imagine building the entire villa and the environment changes. It started out really decrepit, and then after that the sky is blue and everything's really nice and flourish and whatnot. Imagine doing that, but in the city of Rome. It's huge. Rome is 3 times the size of Firenze or Venice, basically. So it's a huge city, and the entire premise is to rebuild Rome, because Rome in the 1500s or in the early 1500s was pretty much decrepit. It was people were poor. The Borgia influence was so hard, and Ezio, goes in there and builds a brotherhood and basically rebuilds the people's faith and faith in mankind and trust in mankind, sort of belief in themselves, and they slowly but surely become stronger in their minds, and they want to overthrow the Borgia as well.
So obviously Brotherhood is the subtitle for this title. And can you tell us a little bit about that component? And basically it's a little bit like a squad-based game.
It's not, no, wait a minute, it's not a squad-based game. It's, again, narratively speaking, there's this entire component of going into Rome and freeing people's minds. And then people, once their minds are free, they're not as controlled by the Borgia. And so you're freeing people, and they sort of want to fight with you. So you build, literally, an assassin's guild. And you send them out doing missions on the side, which then in part will gain XP for them, and then you can customize them. You can customize the way they're going to be assassins. Are they going to be like stealthy assassins? Are going to be a strong weapon assassin? Or are they going to be like long weapon assassins and whatnot? And then later on, as they grow into master assassins, which takes quite a bit of time, they can do a whole bunch of stuff for you. So it's all about making people grow within themselves.
So it's more like special attacks that you have, rather than say a squad-based game.
Exactly. It's what we call the Brotherhood assistant moves, or BAM, and you can use them as like sort of tokens. So you can use just as so many at a time. So if you're either in a fight and you're sort of losing the fight, you can call them up. They can help you out. They're in, they're out. If you're just want to clean up the environment of all the gunmen and the archers and whatnot. There's no archers or gunmen now. But if you want to clean the environment of the gunmen, you can just walk the streets and just say, okay, this guy, boom, this guy, take him out, and just clean up everything around him. You can have the assassins do some kills for you. So it's just sort of a token-based game, and you can't use them all the time. You have to use them strategically.
In terms of the series, where does Brotherhood fit in? Is this like a conclusion of Ezio's story, and how does it relate to Assassin's Creed 3? that I assume is coming at some point.
Well, the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is indeed the continuing story of Ezio. There's still a lot of story to tell. When we were in Italy, when we did the the tour in Italy, did some scouting and whatnot for locations and whatnot. We were in Rome, and it was like, okay, this city could be a game in itself. And that just sparked something in our minds that we didn't really go to Rome in AC2. Which is like, what, it's like, what, this is like most important city in today's cultural common knowledge. So we wanted to do that game in itself. And Ezio's story was not over. Ezio's story in AC2 was all about revenge, and because of the murders of his father and brothers. And this time around, Ezio's older. He's in his mid-40s. He's much wiser. And he wants to, he understands that it's something much bigger. It's the bigger stuff that's at stake. So it's about finishing the Templars and the Borgia.
In terms of production, when did you start the game? And because 1 year seems like a very short time to do a big game like an Assassin's Creed title.
It is a full single player game. We have the multiplayer aspect. The multiplayer is it's amazing. It's really awesome. That was done in Annecy in France, our studio in Annecy. They've been working at it for many years now. And for the single player game, the way I can answer that basically is that in a video game sort of traditional cycle of production, you have what we call a ramp down. So at the end of the production, there's a bunch of people in the Montreal studio that go work on other projects, and we decided just to keep everyone. So we were already, very quickly 150 to 200 people working on this project right away. The tools are already there. We're very familiar with the tools. We're very familiar with the environment, so it was very quick for us to ramp up and get the environment up and running. It's still the same character. We still needed to work on the story. We already had a good part of the story. And to say modestly, we have a very experienced team, and we're really good at doing Assassin's Creed game. So that's the main reasons why we're able to do the full game in a year.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.